Hey guys, how's it going? So in today's little mini Thursday video, I'm actually going to be showing you guys something that I learned when I was in school, which I know will help out a lot of people who sew from home, who don't have access to like really nice fancy garment stores. I do get comments from people saying, oh, I wish I could make that, but I don't get that fabric around here, etc., etc. So I'll show you guys something that I learned when I was in school and then how to kind of start your own. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the one that I actually have from my university, which is actually a swatch book. So I actually created this when I was in school. It's basically essentially a bunch of different fabric types and then the information about that fabric. I went to school for textile design, so I needed to know, like my job was to know fabrics, fabric types, what was the end use of that fabric and all that good stuff. So that's what's helped me a lot in a lot of the projects that I've done. It's helped me pick fabrics online without a second thought. So I want to go ahead and show you guys how to do that, how to set one up, because I have a lot of fabrics that I've either used or I've gotten samples of, and I need to be able to set up a new swatch book. So if you guys, there should be a little window that pops up somewhere here about getting this as a free download template. It's literally like almost a copy of the one I have, but just with stuff that I know that I use when I'm sewing at home. So it's got the boxes to put the swatches in. We have a fabric name section, a fiber content, characteristics, and source. So with these ones are these ones are the things that I know that I use constantly, right? Like I need to know obviously what the fabric's name is. This is especially important if you are ordering fabric from really far away that you may or may not be able to get a swatch of right away, or you're in a Joann's or a Fabric Mart or these kind of places that don't have a name on there, but your pattern's saying, oh, your garment is better in a Georgette. It's like, okay, cool. I can look at my swatch book and kind of find where the Georgette is and figure out what that's going to look like and feel like. So that's the first one. Second one, fiber content. This is going to be important for laundering purposes. It's going to be important for needle types and all that stuff. So I definitely recommend writing that down if you have access to it. This is especially true if you're ordering online. Next up, characteristics. Same thing. You want to know if it feels drapey, if it feels stiff, if it feels like it has a lot of body, those sort of things that are going to impact your sewing specifically. Sometimes websites that you might order it off of will kind of have like a short description there. You can copy those in if they seem important to you or if they seem like they actually represent the fabric you got. And then this last one, source. Where did you buy it? For me, that's important if I do not order enough fabric of whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, where did I actually get that? Oh, I got that from Britex, or oh, I got that from fabric.com, or whatever it is. So I'll show you guys just what I have and that I use for this. So first things first, a hole punch, because I print out this guy on a piece of cardstock. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do the hole punch here so I can show you guys. Bam! So you can use a single one, whatever works for you. Next up, you're going to need tape, not the 3M tape, which you see in my videos. Don't use this for this project. I mean, even though I love my 3M tape, you guys know I love my tape dispenser. You're gonna want to use double-sided permanent tape. I've had this forever because you're literally only gonna need like 1.5 inches, for this purpose. So yeah, 3M does have this permanent double-sided tape, so use this guy. You're going to need scissors or pinking shears, whichever you have on hand. I prefer to use pinking shears, and the cat's over here crying. I prefer to use pinking shears just because I like the look of it, but it's just aesthetic, and then have your writing utensil. Now, in the course of you buying fabric or getting swatches online or whatever, what I start to do is I take a little post-it note and I write down what it is, what the contexts are, and that sort of information that I know I'm going to want to note. And then I just use a little pin to get the post-it note to stick just until I get to this. So I have a huge stack of that going on here. This is going to be also important if you are ordering a bunch of swatches online and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to order a linen, or I'm going to order a polyester, or I'm going to order a cotton blend, or whatever. As soon as you get all of them, take your Post-it note, write down what it is so that you can put them all in here. I've been delaying this for a while, so I have a big stack, but it might just be a good thing to wait until you have 3 and then just do the 3 at a time. This is also going to be important for things like Spoonflower or My Fabric Designs, which they give you these really cool envelopes and stuff to do this, like, or to have it and to keep it in their little proprietary envelope. But the problem is that obviously it's not going to fit into your 3-ring binder very easily without going all over the place. So I prefer to just take them apart and then put them in. All right, so I'm just going to show you guys one. So I have here this wool lycra blend that I actually used from Britex. It's a nice stretch. So I'm just going to go ahead and guesstimate the size. I mean, you can measure it out perfectly if you want. If you happen to wash your fabric and do, you know, like shrink tests, that's information that you're going to want to include on this sheet as well. So I'm going to head and just going to finish this up here. So as I said before, this is, I'm going to put this up for download for free if you guys want to use my template. I set this one up pretty quickly. So if you'd like more information, if you want to track other information, totally cool. I think I'm also going to include a download that doesn't have like the names on there, so you guys can put whatever information you want. All right, so you got your swatch, you've got your 3M tape. As I said, you really only need like one sheet, one strip of tape. This, my school book that I have from a while back, that's, I did like 5-6 years ago at this point, and those swatches are still in there. Like, they have not budged at all. So you can be fine using this double-sided tape. So there you go. And then from here, I'm gonna go ahead and put in stretch wool. And then I have 90% wool, 10% lycra. I know this one is imported from Italy, so I'm going to put that in there. Italian stretch wool. Characteristics, so I'll put stretch. Supple hand, because it's nice and soft. Supple, minimal drape. And then I'll put Britex. Cool. So obviously, not all Italian stretch wool is going to be the same, right? Not every cotton lawn is going to be the same. But the more specific that you can get it in your book, the easier it'll be later on when you're trying to order fabrics online, especially if you're trying to order fabrics that you've never used before. I would definitely say for every time that you order fabric online, if they have the option to do a swatch service, like you can order 3 or 4 swatches, do that. Order 3 or 4 swatches at a time of stuff that you've never used before, and then start adding them to your book, because you never know when you're going to want to use them, and then you already have a sample on hand. That's especially true with places like Spoonflower. So I have here, actually they're stapled together right now, but I have here some from Spoonflower. So every time they have a new fabric in stock, I get the free sample that they offer when they're debuting a new fabric. Same thing with My Fabric Designs. So as soon as they have a new fabric available, they usually give it out for free, so keep an eye on that. Order a swatch just so that you can put it in your book and you're ready to roll. Anyway, I hope this helps you guys. Yeah, especially if you're sewing from home and you don't have access to bigger stores, you know, that have garment fabrics. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good one. If you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, all the places, all the stuff. There may be a Patreon up at this time, if not, coming soon. So go ahead and keep an eye out for that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.